Greetings, y'all. Hope everybody's doing well. Wanted to give you a couple of updates on some of the things I've talked about in a previous video. One was I mentioned to you that every day I climb a lot more than I descend. Well, the day came recently when I actually descended more than I climbed. Hallelujah. Wasn't a big difference, but it happened just the same. It was 261 floors climbed, 297 descended. Of course, I had to get into Virginia for that to happen. Went through Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, and had to wait till I got into Southern Virginia for that to occur. But I told you I'd let you know when that happened, and it has. Another update I thought I'd give you guys is my weight. I recently was able to step on a scale like you'd find in a doctor's office, and I have dropped 23 pounds since the day I started. So hopefully the weight loss has slowed, and I can start getting some more calories in me. Something I'd like to share with you today. We recently went through Grayson Highlands State Park. Really enjoyed that. It is the home to Mount Rogers, which is the highest point in Virginia at over 5,700 feet. And it offered some pretty amazing views. But that wasn't the most interesting thing about Grayson Highlands. The best part, I think, were the ponies. There were at least 24, maybe more, that I counted. None of them stood over 5 feet tall. They were brought in 1975. Their purpose was to graze, to maintain the bald, as they say. Their numbers are unknown, but I counted at least 24, maybe more. They seemed very approachable and at ease, yet not like a zoo, just wild and carefree. It was a wonderful experience, just very enjoyable. And if you're ever in the area, I would highly recommend it. Something else I thought I'd share with you is the weather. I've been very fortunate with regards to the weather. First week I was out on trail, it was really cold. We had a cold snap and ended up having some snow, and I had to end up getting off trail, taking a 0 in Helen, thanks to Wally. And then there was the bad cold weather that we experienced in the Smoky Mountains, which I mentioned to you in a previous video. But with regards to rain, it really hadn't been a whole lot until now. A few days ago, it started to rain. It wasn't a heavy rain, just a constant, steady rain throughout the day, as you can see here in this video of the forest. It's covered in ferns. It's just a very pleasant hike. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the rain. I actually enjoy the rain. I like the way it smells. I could sit and just watch it rain. I can even run in the rain. It doesn't bother me. I guess I'm going to have to learn to hike in the rain too. But it continued to rain that day, all day, and then all night. And it didn't stop until the following morning about 8. So I packed up about 9 o'clock and got back on trail. And I say I got back on the trail, but there wasn't much trail to speak of, as you can tell from this video. The trail seemed to disappear and just became more of a small creek and then a bigger creek, and then a small river, until eventually all of that runoff was about ankle deep, which just made the trail an absolute mess. But made it through that day of hiking. And the next day, it didn't rain, but it was foggy. Very foggy, an eerie kind of fog that was with us most of the day. Finally, late afternoon, most of it burned off. But by that evening, around 7, it began to rain again. And this time, it rained. Thunder, lightning, sheeting rain, blowing sideways. And it rained all night. Till about 7 a.m. When I broke camp, there was a small creek that I had gotten water at the night before. And I wish I had taken time to get a picture of that creek, because it was no longer a creek. This is what it had turned into. And yes, I had to cross that. But I got across it okay. But about 150 yards down trail, there was another creek that I also had to ford. And this one, I don't mind telling you, this one scared me. There was some definite shrinkage going on. But I got across it somehow and made my way up the trail. Once again, the trail was just a sloppy mess. But as you can see, the rain did stop and the sun did come out. And there's not a cloud in the sky. It's an absolutely beautiful day. And hopefully we'll get enough sunshine to dry this trail out, so I'll be able to put in some more miles. Now, the miles keep piling up. First there was 600 or 608. Then there was 700 and 708. So, I'm still in Southern Virginia. Like I mentioned to you, I'm going to be in Virginia for quite some time. But I'll try and keep you posted with any other updates. Hope to talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.